Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Doing a quick test here today. Another test. Yesterday, I went live and tested Ecamm live, and I think I broadcasted to two different social media platforms at the same time, LinkedIn and YouTube. Today, we're doing three different locations, multi-streaming with Ecamm. This time, I've got some different settings, and so I'm just checking out to see the quality of the video. And the reason why you want to do this is because, let's say, for instance, you have to broadcast to multiple channels at one time, and you may not want to invest in other platforms to do it. If you have Ecamm Live, you want to see if you could just use that one platform instead of having to spend extra money to multi-stream. So Ecamm has this capability, and so I'm testing the limits, guys. I'm pushing the limits to see what I can do with Ecamm. Now, I recently I don't know how you say it, but my internet connection, my internet speed is not as fast as it was like last month. I bumped down my internet speed. Don't ask me why, but it's a long story. But so we had to bump down the internet speed just so we could try to get a better quality internet where I am. We do not have fiber yet. And so I've got 10 megabits per second as my top up speed. And so this is some tests I'm doing just to kind of see what I can do by playing around with the settings of Ecamm. And I can show you what those settings are. So, and if you're watching this live, or even if you aren't watching this live, if you're catching this in a replay, go ahead and leave me some comments and let me know what you think the video quality is of this stream. Again, we're going to three different locations. We've got LinkedIn, YouTube, and X right now. We're going live in three different places. We're at 720p. Which most of the times before I would be going live with 1080p. Now I'm bumped it down to 720, and I'm at 30 frames per second. And there's a little check box in Ecamm where you can choose to do a higher bit rate and go high quality, either audio or video. I do have it checked for audio, so my audio should be high quality because it doesn't take as much bandwidth for audio. For video, I did not check it. That's why it says no high quality video mode. So I did not check it. So the bit rate should be a little lower, but that should be to my benefit since I don't have, only have 10 megabits per second internet speed. All right. So we're going to see what the quality looks like. Now, here's a little fun thing that I want to show you. The background that I'm using here. You see that background? The background is actually, and I'll show you what that is. That is actually this. This picture here it's actually in my background. If you pay close attention, you can see that back there is what I took a picture of, that little shelf back there, and that is what this is here. Now, what I did is I took that picture and I put it back in the background of this scene, but I pixelated it. So you can do that with Ecamm. So let me show you. I'm going to unpixelate it so you can see what that looks like. Let me just move some things around here. All right. Okay. So I'm going to unpixelate it. See that picture back there? That's the same picture that's in my background. Now, with Ecamm, they've got a little feature here where you can pixelate things. And so let's say if you had something you didn't want it to show, and you kind of wanted to make sure like a license plate didn't show, or maybe a person, you could just pixelate things. And then, you can just get that layer, which was just that photo I had. You see it's still back there. Right? But then I put a pixelate layer over on the top of it, hex layer there. So it pixelated it. You see that? And you can create different little cool designs. That's a nice little design back there, and all I did was add that extra layer, that hex layer over it on the top of it. And let me show you what it looks like in Ecamm. If I can do live demo mode. So you should be seeing everything on my screen in terms of Ecamm right now. And you see right here, there's this drop down and the fill. And so I've got hex, actually. It's like a hexagon, I guess hexagon or whatever, like but then you can, again, like yesterday, I made something a comic, and then you can make it a comic, or you can just pixelate it like that. You can do a zoom, like make it looks like like a zoom, the picture zoomed out. You can also do blur to where it's just blurred out. You can do let's see, motion. I don't think motion will work in this case, but yeah, you can do twirl. You can see it kind of twirled back there, and you can adjust the twirl how you want. So you can kind of manipulate things, and you can do pinch and manipulate the amount of pinch for that image. You can do bump, and again, I'm gonna put it back here to X where I had it. It's a nice little cool design I like back there. I like the colors, how they come together and just create like that background. All right, so that's just some of the things you can do. I'm just showing you the back end of Ecamm, what it looks like in the back end. And so over here, you've got your overlays. I can bring overlays on and off. Right now, I've got the camera overlay. I can click that and it goes away, comes back. Rectangle. I won't do that. This is that text box that right there. If I click that, it goes away. Click it, comes back. So this is the overlays. Everything that you see here is an overlay, and that's the overlays panel. You can add some pretty cool overlays. You can add like a timer, put that on there. I have that timer like on the opening scene there, the countdown. You can add a super cool timer. What else can you do over here? You can add, widgets and video and text boxes and animated things you can add to it. It's pretty cool what you can add. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I have anything loaded up here to show you that might be cool. The cameras, you can multiply the cameras, right? You can hold down Option and you can have multiple cameras in a scene, right? And so I could make this one, I could just turn it into my overhead. So now I've got my overhead here on the screen. Let me get rid of this, get rid of that, and get rid of that so you can see better. And so now, this is me and my overlay in the same scene here. And you can just adjust it how you want. You can make this small, large, really just kind of play around with it. Ecamm is just a really cool tool. And so, of course, if you had your overlay and you wanted to kind of show off things that you have here on your desk, if you wanted to talk about different products or show how things work, you can do that with the overlay. If you have a camera up there, that will do that for you. So just a lot of different things you can do. This is actually a camera back over there. I've got like a camera set that's back there. So, you know, there's just a lot of different things you can do with Ecamm. It's a pretty cool, I've talked about it and I will continue to talk about it because it's pretty cool. Let me take off live demo mode. All right, and now go back here to that scene. And so again, we're doing this test. I think we've been live for about 10 minutes or so. I'll give it till about 15 minutes just to give it some time to make sure that the stream is doing well. Again, going live to 3 different places all at one time. using Ecamm. No other software needed to go live to 3 different places. 720p, which yesterday when I checked, it was pretty good. The 720 image was pretty good. And I saw, I didn't look at it on a television, which, a television, sometimes when you watch things on TV, it looks a little better if it's at least 1080p. So I will check the television to see on the YouTube and see how it looks. But hopefully it looks good, even at the 720p. But again, there may be times when you need 720p to save on bandwidth, or if you're doing like a live stream and you're doing it on location and you don't have like the super fast internet, you might want to just scale back a little bit with your image. And so that's what we're testing here today. If you have any questions about Ecamm or about live streaming, podcasting, digital marketing, any of that, just let me know too. Leave me a comment and I'll be happy to share whatever I know. And if there's something we can explore together. I don't know everything, right? I really don't. I'm just learning with you guys. There's a lot, again, like I said yesterday, I'm learning a lot about my Canon camera. And man, I am super excited about many of the features that I had there in the camera that I never played with. And so it's been fun to really see what the camera is capable of doing. And yeah, that's some of the content that will be coming soon. Interviews, learning how to shoot interviews like a pro. And so I can't wait to be interviewing people and letting you see that content. Vlogging is another thing that I've been studying. It's a skill to be able to showcase what you did in the course of a day in an interesting way. And so being that I started a new YouTube channel, I wanted to make sure that I studied it and made sure that I would know how to present information in a way that would be entertaining. And you have to be comfortable on camera these days. If not, just create an AI version of yourself, I guess. Because this AI stuff is getting out of control. I was telling somebody earlier today, Tupac Shakur has been all over my timeline, but it wasn't him. It was an AI version of him. And it's just getting out of control. And I don't like it. There's a lot of that stuff that just really, just using people's likeness and having them in situations that they were never in, I think taints the legacy a little bit of these people. And so I really don't like that. But there are certain circumstances when it can be helpful and useful and productive, but that's not it. That is not an application of that technology that I approve of. So yeah, we had that going on. And Prime Days are coming up, and maybe I'll go live and just kind of showcase some of the products and things that I use. There's a link in this description of a lot of the products that I use with the Amazon links already there. So if you're interested in any of the cameras or lights or anything that you see that I use, go there to the description. You can click the link and go directly to the page on Amazon where it is. And it might be on sale because Prime Days are here, pretty much. So that's something to look forward to as well. And looks like we're coming up on 15 minutes. And so I wanted to be live for 15 minutes just to test out the service. Thank you for being here. Again, leave me a comment, please. And do like Matt Haas says, give me a thumbs up here. All right. Like and share, or at least subscribe. And that'll help the channel grow. Trying to do big things, guys. All right. Thanks a lot. Take care. We'll see you.